Hello everyone and welcome to our biology session. Today, we are diving deep into the fascinating world of the human digestive system, specifically focusing on one of its most critical organs, the stomach. We'll explore how this amazing organ works, from its basic structure to the complex processes it performs. Get ready to embark on an exciting learning journey through 4 levels of understanding: easy, medium, hard, and hardest, uncovering the secrets of your stomach. Ready to discover the basics of your stomach? Let's start with how this powerful organ kicks off the process of turning your food into energy in a simple and easy to understand way. The stomach is like a muscular bag, shaped somewhat like the letter J, nestled in the upper left side of your tummy. Think of it as a temporary storage tank for your food. Once you swallow, food travels down your esophagus and lands here. But it's not just a storage unit, it's also a mixer and a starting point for breaking down the food. Its strong walls churn everything around, getting it ready for the next steps of digestion. Inside your stomach, special gastric juice is produced. This juice contains powerful hydrochloric acid, which helps to kill germs and activate an enzyme called pepsin. Pepsin's job is to start breaking down proteins from your food into smaller pieces. To protect itself from this strong acid, the stomach lining is covered with a thick layer of mucus. After hours of mixing and chemical action, your food becomes a thick, soupy mixture called chyme, ready to move into your small intestine. Now, let's test your understanding of the basics of the stomach. Take a moment to think about these questions. First, can you describe the shape and where your stomach is located in your body? Second, what are the 2 main jobs your stomach performs in the digestive process? And third, what is gastric juice made of, and why is mucus so important for your stomach's protection? Pause the video if you need more time to answer. Let's level up. Now that we know the basics, let's delve deeper into the stomach's structure and how it precisely carries out its digestive functions. The stomach isn't just one simple chamber, it's divided into 4 main regions, each with a specific role. Food enters through the cardia, regulated by the cardiac sphincter. Above that is the dome-shaped fundus. The largest part is the body, where most digestion occurs. Finally, the pylorus connects to the small intestine, controlled by the pyloric sphincter. The stomach wall itself has 4 distinct layers, with the muscularis externa having 3 layers of muscle, allowing for its incredible churning action. These layers work in harmony to perform mechanical digestion. Within the stomach's inner lining, called the mucosa, are tiny gastric glands packed with specialized cells. Parietal cells are the acid factories, producing hydrochloric acid, an intrinsic factor. Chief cells are responsible for secreting pepsinogen, the inactive form of the protein-digesting enzyme. Mucous neck cells produce protective mucus, while G cells release the hormone gastrin, which fine-tunes acid production. Each cell type plays a crucial role in the stomach's digestive symphony. Chemical digestion truly begins in the stomach. The hydrochloric acid, secreted by parietal cells, creates an extremely acidic environment. This acidity does several things. It denatures or unfolds proteins, making them easier to digest. It also activates pepsinogen into its active form, pepsin. Pepsin then acts like a scissor, breaking down large protein molecules into smaller polypeptide chains. Simultaneously, the powerful muscular contractions of the stomach's 3 muscle layers thoroughly mix food with these gastric juices, transforming it into a semi-liquid substance called chyme. Time to solidify your knowledge on the medium-level content. Consider these 5 questions. Can you name the 4 main regions of the stomach and their respective sphincters? How do the 3 muscular layers of the stomach wall contribute to digestion? What are the primary secretions from parietal and chief cells? Explain how hydrochloric acid aids in chemical digestion. Lastly, define chyme and briefly describe its formation process. Take a moment to formulate your answers. Ready to tackle the intricate controls and protective mechanisms of the stomach? Let's dive into the hard level, exploring the sophisticated systems that keep this organ working perfectly. Gastric secretion isn't random, it's a precisely regulated process occurring in three phases. The cephalic phase starts even before food enters, triggered by sensory cues and mediated by the vagus nerve. The gastric phase kicks in when food reaches the stomach, with distension and protein presence stimulating gastrin release, boosting secretion. Finally, the intestinal phase, initiated as chyme enters the duodenum, primarily inhibits gastric activity through hormones like secretin and CCK, ensuring the small intestine isn't overwhelmed. This multi-phase control ensures optimal digestion. Hydrochloric acid is more than just an activator, it's a multi-talented component. It denatures proteins, making them accessible to enzymes. It activates pepsinogen into pepsin, initiating protein breakdown. Crucially, its extreme acidity acts as a powerful antimicrobial agent, sterilizing ingested food and protecting us from pathogens. All these roles are vital, but how does the stomach survive its own powerful acid? A robust mucosal barrier, featuring a thick, bicarbonate-rich mucus layer, tight cell junctions, and rapid cell turnover, provides this essential self-protection. While the small intestine is the primary site for nutrient absorption, the stomach does absorb a few key substances, notably water, alcohol, and certain drugs like aspirin. Understanding this limited absorption is important in pharmacology. Clinically, disruptions to the stomach's delicate balance can lead to conditions like gastric ulcers, often caused by H. pylori bacteria or NSAIDs, which compromise the mucosal barrier. Another common issue is GERD, where a weakened cardiac sphincter allows stomach acid to reflux into the esophagus, causing discomfort and potential damage. Now, let's test your advanced understanding of the stomach. Think about these 7 questions. How do the cephalic, gastric, and intestinal phases differ in regulating stomach activity? What are 3 crucial roles of HCl beyond activating pepsin? Describe the components of the stomach's mucosal barrier and its protective mechanism. What substances are absorbed in the stomach, and why is overall absorption limited? What causes gastric ulcers, and how does GERD relate to sphincter function? Finally, discuss the interplay of neural and hormonal controls. Take your time to answer thoroughly. Welcome to the hardest level. Here, we'll explore the stomach with competitive depth, delving into cellular mechanisms, intricate control systems, and complex pathophysiological insights. Get ready for a truly challenging and rewarding exploration. The parietal cell is a marvel of cellular engineering. It secretes HCl using a specialized H plus K plus ATPase, or proton pump, actively exchanging hydrogen ions for potassium. This process involves carbonic anhydrase, which generates the H plus ions, and chloride channels that allow Cl to follow. This proton pump is a key target for acid-reducing medications. Pepsin, an endopeptidase, is meticulously regulated, synthesized as inactive pepsinogen by chief cells and activated by HCl, optimally functioning at low pH to break specific peptide bonds. Also, intrinsic factor, secreted by parietal cells, is crucial for vitamin B12 absorption in the ileum. Its deficiency leads to pernicious anemia. The stomach's function is orchestrated by a complex interplay of neural and hormonal signals. The enteric nervous system, or gut-brain, provides local control. The parasympathetic vagus nerve is largely stimulatory, enhancing secretion and motility via acetylcholine. Conversely, the sympathetic system generally inhibits these functions. A sophisticated network of hormones, including gastrin, secretin, CCK, GIP, and somatostatin, provides feedback loops, precisely modulating gastric activity. This integrated control ensures that gastric emptying is synchronized with the small intestine's capacity to process chyme, preventing overload and optimizing nutrient absorption. Gastric emptying is a tightly regulated process, influenced by the volume, fluidity, and most critically, the composition of chyme entering the duodenum. High fat content, acidity, or hypertonicity in the duodenum trigger both neural, enterogastric reflex, and hormonal, enterogastrones like CCK, secretin, GIP, inhibitory signals. These signals slow down gastric emptying, allowing adequate time for fat digestion, acid neutralization, and osmotic balance in the small intestine. The stomach also boasts remarkable adaptive mechanisms, such as rugae for expansion and a robust immune defense against pathogens, highlighting its biological sophistication. Disruptions in stomach physiology can lead to severe conditions. Zolling-Releason syndrome, caused by gastrin-secreting tumors, results in excessive acid and intractable ulcers. Gastroparesis, often linked to diabetes, involves delayed gastric emptying due to nerve damage. Modern medicine addresses these with targeted therapies, like proton pump inhibitors for acid excess and motility drugs for gastroparesis. Bariatric surgeries like gastric bypass drastically alter stomach anatomy and function, not only for weight loss but also by influencing gut hormones, profoundly impacting metabolism. Understanding these complex pathologies and interventions underscores the stomach's critical role in health. Let's challenge your understanding with the first 5 hardest questions. Explain the H plus K plus ATPase pump's role in HCl secretion and its pharmacological significance. Describe pepsinogen activation and the importance of intrinsic factor. Elaborate on the neural and hormonal control of gastric function. Discuss factors influencing gastric emptying and its regulatory mechanisms. Finally, beyond digestion, what are 2 adaptive mechanisms of the stomach? Pause the video to reflect deeply on these complex biological processes. Now, for the final 5 challenging questions. Compare and contrast gastric ulcers and Zolling-Releason syndrome. Explain gastroparesis, its causes, and impact. How do bariatric surgeries alter stomach function? Trace a protein molecule from ingestion to polypeptide in the stomach, detailing enzymes and conditions. Lastly, discuss the alkaline tide and its physiological significance. These questions require a comprehensive grasp of stomach biology, connecting cellular mechanisms to clinical implications. Good luck! And that brings us to the end of our in-depth journey through the stomach. I hope you now have a much clearer and deeper understanding of this incredible organ, from its basic functions to its complex regulatory mechanisms. For more such engaging and comprehensive educational content, make sure to visit synapse.omaps.in. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for regular updates and to continue your learning adventure with us. Thank you for joining, and keep exploring the wonders of biology.